all rusted up, all pretty cool looking. See a little bit of history where our wool comes from. So later on, yeah, we'll probably head down there and check out that. It'd be great to see a little bit. G'day folks, Mike Ira here, Everyday Part of Life, and today we're at Cool Art Homestead and Wetlands, another historical place. It was constructed, built in around about 1895. Yeah, it was a homestead, but yeah, now it's open to the public and you can come and have a look at the beautiful old buildings, and it's got a nice lake with a bit of nature as well, so something to really look forward to. A little bit like Montsalvat, I think, but we're going to check that out in a moment and bring it to you good folks out there. Of course, it's our first time here, so we're really looking forward to it and really looking forward to showing you out there. And I think Ira's happy. Of course, she's got her camera today. It's another great place if you love your photography. Bring your camera along, get a few good shots. But yeah, we're gonna head in there and explore it and see what it's all about. So yeah, maybe Ira will tell us a little bit more about it later. But I think now we'll head on in there and go and check out this beautiful place here. All right, folks, let's go. All right, so we've got just a little bit of an overview, folks, of the grounds here. So as you can see, we are here, and there's lots of dot points there, like the farmyard, the stables, the observatory, the barracks, and all that type of thing. So that's a big place, so we're going to go and have a little bit of a look. All right, Ira, let's go.
Look on this road.
All right, so we're coming up. This is actually the main homestead here, which was the original homestead of the property. So yeah, this is really going to be interesting. So we're going to go and have a little bit of a look here. As you can see, folks, the grounds here are quite beautiful, well cared for. What a beautiful place just to come and have a look, surrounded by the beautiful trees. Got the flowers there, got the nice roses there, so when it's that beautiful time of year, they'll all be flowering. And of course, yeah, just you've got to bring your camera because Ira's here. She's already taken a few pictures.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a little bit like Montsalvat, whereas it's just a perfect place to come and visit. So just a little bit of the rose garden here, which is quite pretty. As I said, the roses aren't out just yet. Well, we've got a couple. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful pink. But I'm sure this would flourish well. It's really well set out, so that's one of them. And of course, over the grounds, we've got the other one over there. We might go and have a little bit of a look at that as well. But just before we go over there, just another beautiful little archway you can walk under through into that garden. All right, let's go and check out the other one. Oh, look at this beautiful tree, blue atlas cedar, and that's just gorgeous. Got beautiful coverage as well. So the other little garden over here, as we walk in, it's quite pretty. It's got the little pond there. I'm sure there's a few frogs in there. As I said, come springtime, everything will pop back up. Flowers. Got the beautiful, I can't remember what you call that. Overhanging. Gives a nice smell though. Got a bird there. A bit of wildlife. Here he is. See, they're enjoying it. Just beautiful. Getting the nice reflections. Nice little garden. They always scatter when we come close to them, but there's a few of them here. They're just ducking in there, but just nice. Look at that garden and the overview. Grounds are just gorgeous. So you got your pathway. They got a herb garden here somewhere. I haven't yet spotted it, but it did say it had a herb garden. Unless that's up a little bit further up, but yeah, you've got your beautiful pathways, so you can come here, have your picnics. They've got the barbecue place there as well. Lots of chairs to sit on. Yeah, it's just nice. Even got a little bit of the blossom starting to come out on this tree, so that'll also be pretty when it comes out. But what a great space, great area. Bring the kids, they can have a bit of a play, and by the time you walk around this great venue, they'll use up they'll use up a lot of their energy. So what an old building this is, hey? The homestead, got the barn next door. So there's got a little bit of information there. The homestead's actually closed today, so we can't actually go inside, but we're going to have a little bit of a look to the outside. But what a beautiful building. Yeah, so it's got beautiful like veranda type place. So we'll have to do a video again next time when it's actually open, so we can see inside the homestead. But the just the surroundings and that, it's definitely worth coming to have a browse, have a look at. The old architecture, just magnificent. And of course, as we said before, it's plenty of opportunities to take some beautiful photos and pictures of here. Got all the nice little garden surrounded. But yeah, have a look at that. Just beautiful. Got the old stables. We'll head down to a few of the other buildings there soon. But what a set out. It's laid out very nice, very nice. Just a beautiful place to come. You can even probably bring your picnic here if you need be. But yeah, love these old buildings. Yeah, so they've even got the Wetlands Observatory. So later on, yeah, we'll probably head down there and check out that. It'd be great to see a little bit of the wildlife down on the wetlands also here. So it's just got so many things here to explore and see, folks. But yeah, it's just, you know, for another winter's day, about 12-14 degrees, sunny, just a little bit of breeze. But yeah, what a perfect day to sort of get out and adventure and see these magnificent places. But they've got the old plant shop here as well, so you can go in and purchase any plants as you want to take home as well. So yeah, it's not just a place to look, but you can also buy a few things here as well for the experience of your time here. So they've got lots of plants and little knickknacks here that you can buy. You can buy your lemons, a few little books. Got all the plants here as well. We might see if the shop's open and we can sort of go out, or it might be just all the stuff here that you can buy. You can also have a nice little seat there. Have a look out over the view. Have a look at that. Isn't that pretty nice view there? Absolutely. But yeah, the grounds here are spectacular, and of course you see a little bit of the wildlife here as well. They've got a couple of friends there. Where you going, birdies? So we're at the old stables and coach house here. So as we can see, just have a little bit of a look around. The stables of the yellow handmade bricks. They were built in about the 1860s, and then later on the red brick coach house and facade were added in about the 1890s. So she's got a fair bit of age on it, but we'll pop in and just have a little bit of a look and see what that's like. Alright, so yeah, just having a little bit of a look from here. The old stables and the coach house here. The people would have stayed in there, of course, and you would have had these as a couple of stables, but of course they got the old picnic seat in there if you want to have a little bit of a seat, and of course you'd have some stables in here, of course, where they tie up the horses and where they may sleep as well. But in here you'd have, again, you'd have where the horses may stay. They'd have there'll be like the feeding troughs there, and of course they've got the farrier, so they do work on the horses' shoes somewhere in here. Yeah, so as we saw from the other side, there's the one over there where the horses can go and eat, and of course you got one on this side as well. But it's not too big, but it's big enough for the horses. So, and the one good thing, there's all airflow to keep it nice and cool for the animals and the people. But yeah, that's a little bit of that old building, which is pretty cool to see. So of course, on any good farmstead, they've got the old machinery, and have a look at this. That'd be sort of like the old wagon or cart you could have. Probably got the old plough there to plough up the ground, to plant. Same as that one, and that one irrigates, and of course this one as well. But yeah, if you know the names of any of these equipment here for the farm, you can drop a comment. But have a look at all rusted up, all pretty cool looking, but they would have done their job in their day. Yeah, so as you can see, folks, so far it's a magnificent place to come and have a look, see some of the historic things here, and just yeah, take your time and enjoy the beautiful place. Yeah, so we're just out here now to the old farmyard and the machinery shed, so just another couple of good things to have a little bit of a look at. I'm not actually sure whether that's open, but we can have a little bit of a look around the grounds here anyway. Alright, so this is a little bit of a picture. We're at the shearing shed here now, so might actually go in and have a little bit of a look and see what's in there. Oh, okay. So you walk in, out of the wind. They've got the nice high ceiling. So this is where the sheep would come. They'd get shorn. Plenty of good areas here. And I'm sure this was hustle and bustle when the sheep came in. Yeah, so this here, folks, this is the wool press. So this is where the fleeces would get pressed into square blocks, and they were called wool bales, so that it was easily transportable. So you can see how big the blocks are, and of course, this is what it looks like. So all the wool goes in there, it's all blocked, and then it gets transported easy. And of course here you've actually got, these are the stencils, so once the wool's been put in as bale, that would actually get like painted through, so it was left a mark on it, and that would actually let the people know whose farm it came from. So like your trademark or the name. And of course you've got the wool table here, so once the fleece was taken off the sheep, it would all get laid out here, and then they'd sort of go through it and pick out what wasn't good, what was good. And yeah, once it's all done and it's all refined, then it would go into the wool press there. Yeah, so as you can see, it'd be a very hustle and bustle and a noisy bit with all the sheep barring away in here, getting shorn, and of course they'd be all done in these little pens here. And of course, once they're done, they would then go out the little hatch there, out into the waiting pen with the rest of the sheep, and then of course they'd be put back into the paddocks. You know, they'd graze and then they'd grow more wool, and then it'd be the cycle all over again. So yeah, when you buy your wool jumpers and everything, that's how it was done back in the day. And of course they still shear by hand these days, but they've got the better clippers, like the electric clippers and all that. But yeah, some of the old time ones, it could have been just the old shear ones, but I think they had here, which the some of the shears would have been connected to, so to give them a little bit of power up and all that. So yeah, that's a little bit of the shearing shed here. So always quite fascinating, I think. Always quite fascinating to see a little bit of history where our wool comes from. So yeah, this is where the sheep would have been held out in the pens, and of course they would have been run up there to go in. But of course no shearing's been done here for quite some time. But yeah, this is where the sheep would have come, and of course to get loaded up, they would have been in the pens, and then they would have been run up this ramp and into the truck. Alright, let's go and explore a little bit more. Alright, so we're coming around, this is the old machinery shed. This is where they would have kept everything. So you got some of the old stuff there that's still there. It would have been used in the days gone by, and yeah, they would have done all their maintenance. Just storing some of the stuff here, as you can see, the good airflow. Got the roofs pretty high. Everything made out of wood. So yeah, that would have been all the storage place for all the. But have a look at some of these old machines. All classics. Alright, so I think we're going to mosey on down to the lake. Just going to take in this beautiful view of the surroundings here at the homestead. Just walking down the pathway. Quite pretty, quite serene. Hear a few frogs in the pond over there. Got the trees coverage. A little bit of breeze. Nice, fresh, clean air. What a beautiful spot though. A little bit of the lake over there. But, oh yeah, so we just have a little bit of a glance around. And you've got the old barn there, as we saw before. Yeah, as I said, you know, you can bring a picnic or anything here. They've got the chairs, tables, right out in the middle there. Just of everything, so yeah, come and relax. Take in the serenity, the sunshine, got a bit of coverage from the sun with the trees. Got the beautiful flowers. Have a look at these flowers here. Daffodils. So yeah, everything's so pretty. It's definitely a worth place. A worth place. It's definitely a place worth coming to have a look at. So we found Ira. She's doing a little bit of hiding. She's got her own little house here. What are you doing in there?
Look, it's like a little house.
It's like a little house, yeah.
You can even walk there.
You can.
No.
We can go in and have a little bit of a look. So it's just like the tree with its branches down a little bit. But it's kind of cool.
I think it's too small.
My goodness, are you trying to climb in there? Oh, you made it. So you found a good way through.
Yeah. I don't think it's
But it
too
was-
good, but little adventure.
Little adventure. That's what it's all about, isn't it, folks? Ira, that's what it's all about. When you're getting out, go on your adventures, explore a little bit. Don't just do the normal things, stick to the normal paths, but yeah, stick to the little paths like that. Alright, so while Ira's still down there taking a few pictures, we'll head up here. We'll have a little bit of a look at the Luxton Bird Sanctuary. Nice, beautiful, big lake, and yeah, you should be able to see plenty of birds, wildlife, but I think they've even got a lookout here, so that could be alright. We might even have a little bit of a look at that. Have a look over the sanctuary part for the birds. But yeah, you just come here. There's just so much serenity, folks, and yeah, sometimes it's good to be just here, nice and quiet. Just listen to the nature, the birds singing, get that fresh air in. It's just so serene, so beautiful. So there's the lookout over there, so we'll head over there and have a look. Alright, so there's a couple of spots in here. You can do a little bit of bird watching. And of course, all the birds here you'll be able to see out there. So it's just like a nice little viewing area. And you can just sit here and watch out. And if you've got your camera, you can take, because there's no glass there. Alright. So they've got a higher one that you can go up to get a better of a look at. We go in here. Yeah, so up on the top one, just like Ira's doing, make sure you got your camera. It's a little bit like the same view of the one downstairs, but we're just a little bit higher up if you want to get a higher view. So we can see over there we've got the black swan. It's on its nest right now. So yeah, it's like it's got its own little island out there. But what a beautiful spot. You can actually hear the birds chirping and all the different sounds of the birds. Alright, so from the bird sanctuary, it was pretty good. We got to saw the black swan there on the nest. It was pretty good, Ira.
Yeah, first time in my life.
Yeah. But I think a good time would probably be around spring, folks, and then you'd probably see a lot more activity with the birds there on their nests and doing a bit more flying and all that type of jazz. But just the same, it was nice. It was peaceful. It's something you've got to sort of have a look for. But yeah, from the bird sanctuary, we're going to head down and have a look at a little bit of the wetlands. You know, you got to explore it all. So let's go and have a look down this way. Alright, so coming into the wetlands, caution ahead, eastern long-necked turtles. They're currently breeding. So who knows what we're going to see. But yeah, that's just going to be a nice little walk through the reeds and everything down here, so it should be quite nice. It's like a little magical pathway, isn't it, folks? Hey, just around there amongst all this beautiful grass type of stuff. I'm not sure what you actually call it, but just the same, it's just beautiful. So yeah, just beautiful, folks. Through that little path, walkway, I think we'll continue down this way a little bit more to the wetlands. So I say, it's just, you know, you've just got to explore. No matter where you go, where you are, you just got to explore. That's what it's all about. Getting out in nature, visiting these places. Of course, down at the wetlands, you've got some more beautiful area for the birds to breed, to just enjoy. And of course, over on the left there, you've got that bird box there. They can go and live in there if they want, or they can find their own natural habitat out here. But it's just beautiful. Just beautiful. And serenity. And of course, Madam over there, she's been taking photos all day and enjoying it. Not too bad, some of the light out here, so you catch some good photos, Ira?
Yeah, I'm just thinking it's good place for photo shoot with somebody.
With a model?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Beautiful dress or something.
Yeah. As I say, as we walked through those reeds before, it was just fantastic. But look at the setting out here, folks. And of course you've got the main homestead just up there. So we're not too far away. Alright, let's head back up there and see what else we have got to see.
The creek.
The Crake Hide. So you can obviously, that's just another little look out if you want to look out through onto the birds and the wildlife out there. Look at all this nature. Isn't that just beautiful? You just walk through up here and then we're back to the homestead, the house. Definitely a good little tour around. As I said before, folks, it's definitely a place worth coming to have a look at. Have a look at the old building, especially if you want to take some pictures, some photos. You'll capture some great ones here. The Wetlands Observatory. That may be closed. There's a few things getting renovated here at the moment. But that's alright because it allows you to come back another time. But the grounds are really nice. Look at that. How good does that look? Wow. Alright, so we'll just go back up here once again. Maybe just walk around the other side and have a little bit more of a view. Oh, that building's closed. That would have been pretty good. Have a look how old that is. Just nice and tidy area. Everything's quite good. Got all the daffodils coming out. Yellow ones. White little bells. But yeah. It's pretty spectacular if you ask me. What a beautiful, beautiful homestead. Pretty old. It's probably about what were we saying at the start? Maybe 120 years old. Got the old, just little wooden steps to walk up. So you just got to be a little bit careful. But it's just beautiful. Beautiful veranda, really high. I might be able to have a little bit of a look in there. Hang on. So it's a little bit hard to see in there at the moment. They are doing renovations, so hopefully it'll be open again soon. Oh yeah, so we can sort of see inside the old kitchen a little bit there as well. We're just peeking through the windows to give you folks a bit of a look. Yeah, so there's a few people who get here and have a look. Ira's having a look through the windows, what we can see. So just, it's got that real old style, hasn't it, to the homestead. But just, yeah, we're just looking through the window being closed and you can just see a little bit of it. But yeah, what a beautiful old building. As I said, we'll have to definitely come back here when it opens up and all the renovations are done. Just gorgeous place. As you can see, I think they've rendered the outside, but still they've got a lot of the old up top. Have a look at the colour of those red bricks up there, just amazing. But the grounds are beautiful. Got the birds still having a little bit of a walk around. That's like a little quick view from when we first came in of the homestead. Oh, isn't that just gorgeous? Just gorgeous. Of course, you walk down there, that's where we went before. And back to the, this is like the front lawn. Big. Definitely well looked after, well manicured property. Grass is always kept nice, tidy, neat. Just like the person over there, you just come, relax in the sun, bring your picnic or just enjoy a day out. Yes, there's plenty of beautiful paths here to walk, and of course finding some serenity. So yeah, Ira's just there. She's taking it in, and you know what a great place. Again, another great place if you want to just relax, maybe meditate, look over that landscape, nature, listen to the frogs, listen to the birds, but it's just so beautiful. And so just take it in, take it all in, folks. When you're at these places, it's all about relaxing, getting the zen. That's what it's about, enjoying the moment. Alright folks, well that's about all we've got for you guys out there today here at Colaart Homestead and Wetlands. What a magnificent place to be. It's one of those places you've definitely got to get to. Come and explore, come and enjoy yourself, come and relax for the day. Pick a beautiful day with a little bit of sunshine. I quite enjoyed it. Ira?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And as a fairy tale.
A little bit like a fairy tale, especially walking through that path with the long grass. But what a
Yeah.
magnificent homestead. And hopefully next time it'll be open.
Yeah, should be good. Check out inside.
Yeah.
Because so interesting.
I know we could only get that little bit of a glimpse from the windows, but I'm sure it'll be great. Like old homesteads, all from the past, it's all fascinating to see, you know, days gone by to what we have these days. But yeah, the simple life of back in those days were really good. A lot more simple, you know, a lot more relaxing, which is good. But what a beautiful place it is here in summers here down in Victoria on the Mornington Peninsula. So yeah, definitely get down here, have a look. Free entrance, just come in, have a look around, and just enjoy your time. But yeah, anyway, folks, that's about all we've got for. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share, drop a comment, all that type of jazz. And if you want to become a member of the Everyday Family, head down, hit that join button, see what it's all about. We appreciate it, absolutely. And of course, we want to give a massive shout out to all our members out there. Of course, they're all in the links of the description, so get down there and show them some love, give them a follow. They've all got fantastic channels as well. But all right, Ira, I think that's about all we've got for the good folks out there today. So,
Ciao for now.
ciao for now, and we'll see you in the next vid.